Hello, buddy, this is Kyrix with another episode of This Week in Kyrix. Today is Wednesday, May 8th, 2019. It's about 4:30 p.m. I have the day off, which is awesome because today at work is inventory day, which I have never been a part of, but I'm told basically sucks a bag of dicks. For one thing, had I been going into work today, I would actually have gotten there about half an hour ago. Well, an hour ago, because I get everywhere early. But yeah, my normal schedule is 2 to 11. Inventory day schedule's 4 to 1. That's 1 a.m. And when you stop to consider that I try, keyword try, to be in bed by 2 a.m. so I can get up early enough for work, you can see why that would be a bit of a dick sucker right there. So, a lot going on this week, actually. Quite a lot. I don't remember if I mentioned this, but I have, in fact, gotten one last usage out of my, disability. So I have that final check, basically. And the original plan was to get a Switch with it, get a PlayStation VR with it, and get a, click, what's the word? Hi Gary Fish, I'm gonna need you in a minute. And get a new 2DS with it. Well, I ended up taking some of my money, because I had quite a bit to work with this month, and getting the 2DS, the 2DS XL or whatever it is. Basically the folding one that acts like a 3DS, but without the 3D. So that's cool. I have that. In a minute, we're gonna do a thing that I probably shouldn't. I'm gonna try and find something specific. Get some bladderfish. Bladderfish. Bladder. So, yeah, I got that, and then I had some extra money. I'm like, you know what? I want to get the Detective Pikachu game. I also toyed with the idea of getting Hey Pikmin and Metroid Samus Returns, or whatever it's called, the Metroid 2 remake. The legal, official one. But I opted not to. I waited. I actually did end up getting them both. I got them when I got my disability check. Because the plan had always been that I was going to get a Switch this month, I just didn't know what check I would get it with. Turns out I had the disability check, so I got it there. And, wow, I have a lot of these little bastards. Jesus Christ. I mean, okay, dude. Oops, wrong button. Fuck it, let's cook a bladderfish. Haven't done it yet. Sure, let's just top everything off, see if I care. Anyway, oh Jesus, that happened quickly, didn't it? So, yeah, I ended up getting those 3 games, and then I got my, I didn't have the money offhand for my Switch yet. So I'm sitting here thinking, well, shit, I wanted to get the Switch, I overshot it with my money, I did. What happened was I did a lot of shit on Star Trek Online. Like, I've probably already dumped a good $300 to $500 into Star Trek Online in the past couple months. The point of which being that I wanted to get... There's a word for it. I wanted to get... Oh yeah, I wanted to get all of my shit out of the way, because pretty soon I'm probably going to have to start paying back the money to Social Security, and I don't want that to break me financially, you know. So I'm using my disability checks for the most part that I'm still getting up until now to get as much big shit out of the way as possible. Because I've got my checks now. My checks will physically sustain me. They'll cover all my bills, etc. So that's not a problem anymore. So now that's basically $700 of free money. Well, closer to 800, but... So I'm basically taking that quote-unquote free money Freaked out for half a second there. Oh, hello, I'm gonna need one of these. That is perfect, great, cool. Now I can start getting on my way to the sea moth. Okay, now the good news is that's not a Reaper Leviathan, that is a Reefback Leviathan, which is mostly harmless. I say mostly because sometimes they got shit growing on their back that doesn't like me. So as long as I keep this shit in general view, I should be fine-ish. But anyway, I ended up thinking to myself, well, I've got about 400 bucks to play with on my next check, according to what I've seen. And due to some overtime, lots of it in fact, I have quite a bit of that to just play with. So what I opted to do was take $288, the max I could at the time, out early, because you can do that. You could take half of what you earned, and what I earned was, I don't know, like 500 bucks or something, and it let me take out 288. So I'm like, okay, I'll take out 288. And it turns out that was exactly what I needed. I needed 287 and some change, and it ended up going a little bit over that because I also opted to get my a 3 liter of water, basically, so that I'd have something to drink during work, because I do that. And perfect. I'm glad I didn't run into anything. A lot of times I'll overshoot it and not know where I am until I run into a ghost Leviathan, and by then it's too goddamn late to do anything. But yeah, so I went out, I got my Switch, and I'm looking stuff up. I'm like, you know, this doesn't come with any games. I actually bought, and it just arrived today, actually. I just checked the mail. I'm like, you know, thing I bought's pretty small. It might not be a package, it might be an envelope. And sure enough, it was in there. But I bought the Dragon Ball Heroes, which I'm going to read this off because it's a big-ass name. Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Missions. I saw Team 4 Star playing it, and I'm like, oh, I like this game. I want it. I want to possess it for myself. And now I do. But yeah, I knew this game was coming. This game was always in the making. Before I even bought the Switch, I bought this game. So I knew I would have it. And I actually was going to wait until the 16th when my check comes in to get my Switch. And by then I'll have had Dragon Ball Heroes sitting on my desk, for lack of a better place, for the better part of a week, you know, just waiting for the game. But I'm like, no, fuck that. So I went out and I got my Switch, and then I'm like, you know, I've got this much to work with, I got this much, etc., etc., because my Even app keeps doing a thing, and I wish I could turn this feature off, where it saves money for future bills. And what it means by money for future bills is it just makes up a number, pulls it out of its ass, like, oh, you're going to make this much money. We're still going to pull $300 and set it aside for bills to pop up. You know, no, don't do that to me. I'm meticulous with my cash. I have factored in all the bills that are going to pop up. I need to know how much money I have access to. And so yeah, I did the math. I'm like, oh fuck, I've got enough. I'm going to get a Let's Go game. One of the new Switch Pokemon games. And I've been wary about Let's Go for a while because it's a lot like Pokemon Go. And there is a lot of similarities, but I'll get into that in a minute. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a chance. Worst case scenario, I just own this shitty game. You know? I have enough paychecks that I'm probably going to own a lot of shitty games. And I do have to say right now, it's annoying that the Switch doesn't come with any games of its own. But I'm going to say, I really think the Switch is a fantastic system. I was a little dubious about a lot of features of it, but they seem to work out pretty well. Controllers are weird, but they're comfortable. There's a specific thing here I'm looking for, by the way. And that's dead. I'm going to scan it. And now it's not the only thing that's dead. But, like, one of the features that's kind of cool is I can put it in his dock, which is sometimes connected to my TV. Right now this is connected, but it can be connected to my TV if I so desire. And just put it in its dock and play whatever game I want. And then if I have to go somewhere, or as I told my roommate, let's say we were still in the days when I didn't have this big-ass TV in my room, and I were playing the Switch on the main TV, and he comes home, like, okay, Kyrix, go to your room, I'm using the TV. Then I could have just picked it up off its dock without losing a beat, just transition back to the game. Except now it's on the screen, so... So yeah, that's pretty goddamn neat. Alright, I would fucking love to know where the hell this thing is. I'd love, love, love it. But, okay, let's talk Pokemon. I bought one of the Let's Go's. There are two of them, Pikachu and Eevee. And after some deliberation, I opted for Eevee because... quite frankly, Pikachu's very overdone. Also, in the event that I get a capture card, well, when I get a capture card, it will happen. It's just not going to happen anytime soon. But when I get my capture card that will allow me to do stuff for the Switch, I'll do the Let's Play of Let's Go Pikachu. Because, in Mystery Dungeon, I always am a Pikachu. It happened first on accident, second time it was basically, oh, this is kind of a neat callback. And after that I've decided it's going to be a thing, that every single Mystery Dungeon I record, I'm going to be a Pikachu in. You know, just no ifs, ands, or buts, it's just the canon now. Kyrix is a Pikachu. Because Larvitar's not available. Because you bet your ass I would soft reset until I fucking turned blue, if it meant I got to be a Larvitar. Alright, there's one of them. Okay. Basically what I'm doing is I'm looking for a certain type of structure that it's not that I can only find it here, it's just this is the easiest place to find early on in the game. It's easy to get to. If a bit frustrating. So anyway, I pop open Let's Go Eevee, because Eevee's a fucking cutie pie. Now, I know Eevee's a cute thing. Eevee was, long before Mew, Eevee was the original de facto cutest Pokemon. People would ask, what's the cutest Pokemon? The answer was Eevee. You know, it's a bit of a no-brainer. You know, Eevee's just a little fucking darling, and everybody loves it. Now, ever since, I want to say Pokemon X and Y, though it has happened in other games, they have officially decided that Pikachu says his name in the games. It's no longer some kind of computerized cry like every other Pokemon gets. Pikachu says his name. Well, likely inspired by the fact that, you know, he's the star of his own game now, Eevee does the same thing, although it doesn't say Eevee. It sounds... honestly, it sounds like he's saying, ya boy. Which is kind of darling, actually. But, I'm gonna eat that melon. Okay, cool. And we're gonna grab... oh, no room for that, I guess. One at M2. Okay. And I was kind of prepared for such a thing. What I was not prepared for was how goddamn cute it is. It is unspeakably precious, listening to him make those noises. And he rides on your shoulder and on your head, and you throw him into battle, and it is so fucking cute. And don't get me wrong, there are still a lot of issues I have with Let's Go Eevee. There are lots of gameplay things that I just flat out do not like. There are questionable decisions. There's a lot not in this game's favor. But it's not a bad game. It's definitely not a game that I would necessarily say I really love. Although I'm playing a lot of it for someone who doesn't absolutely adore it, you know. But It is a game that I would say if you have a friend with a Switch who is looking to get into Pokemon and you want to teach him how, this is not a bad first step. I mean, there are, do not get me wrong, there are better games you could teach them. But, it's not horrible. I'm gonna drop one of those dead batteries for a full one. I can make more. Oh, these are useful too. Now, there's other useful shit on this island, but I got the main things I was after.
New blueprint acquired. Integrating new PDA data. New blueprint acquired.
But, yeah, I've got that going for me. I got my Switch. I got my new TDS. I've got Let's Go Eevee. I've got Detective Pikachu. I've got Hey Pikmin, which is an alright game. I've got Metroid, which I haven't touched really. I turned it on for a couple seconds and then I'm like, I'm playing other things. Not that I hate the game, it's just I genuinely believe AM2R was the superior Metroid 2 remake. And I just have other priorities right now. And I have done a lot with Star Trek Online. Which is good when you consider the fact that, like I said, I have in the past month and a half dumped half a grand into that game. At least that's what it feels like. It's probably only like $300. But I have all of the Klingon Birds of Prey, including a Tier 6 one. I have all but a Tier 6 escort for the Federation. While I don't have all the Warbirds yet up to Tier 5, I do have the money for them. Like, I have all the Tier 4 Warbirds. I have Tier 1 through 3 Warbirds. I have enough for both Tier 4 Warbirds, and enough for the Tier 5 Scimitar pack. So, I'm basically... I also, another thing I did, I dumped like $130 into the Dominion pack. Because there's this Dominion pack, and I wanted the Galore class Cardassian ship for stupid reasons. Which is funny, because I've never wanted it before. I thought it was stupid that they made such a bad ship so powerful. All of a sudden I fucking want it. You know? So I'm like, oh, I can get it for this. And I just kept sinking so much money in it, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And it comes with like 10 other ships, and the Vanguard Jem'Hadar race. Every character I have on my account can pull out 3 Jem'Hadar Vanguards, which are purple, blue, and red. Or they're all purple, but I mean you get a tactical, an engineer, and a science. And like one's an intelligence officer, one's miracle worker, one's something else, I forget what. Like pilot, I think. So they already start as specialists. And there's a lot of cool shit in there, I'm not gonna lie. And it means that I'm now going to do a Dominion run just to show off all this shit. Say, hey look, I spent a buttload of money, is it worth it? Let's find out, you know? But I just recorded episode 9 of the Romulan campaign today. I'm doing this now on Time for a Change. I've been watching some stuff on YouTube. You know, getting into a few arguments online. Yesterday they stuck me in the fucking cooler at work, and I was very unhappy. And I mean that literally, like I had to go into the fucking milk cooler and fucking do shit in there, and it sucked a dick. I didn't like it. Long-time viewers will remember that I do not do the cold well at all. Well, shit, I fucked myself. Let's move this, move this, move this, move this. Alright, let's get a base started. How about right here? I want someplace reasonably flat and safe. It's a little too close to the kelp forest. Oh, that reminds me, I need a beacon. First and foremost, Kyrix needs a beacon. I think beacons are relatively simple to make. Do I have any fiber mesh? Wait, no, that's lead. Oh, I have to upgrade the ultra glides. Okay. Alright, just the copper ore and I'm good. Alright, copper ore. Nope, wrong thing. Down here. Alright, perfect. Now, I'm gonna find a relatively flat place. Away from stalkers. Because they'll steal my cameras and I'm gonna have a scanning room up eventually. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of the Switch. Once I'm done with this, I'm probably firing up Dragon Ball Heroes and going to town. And the thing I like about the Switch is it's a lot like the PS4, in that when you have a different account on there, and I have two, I have one for me and one for Let's Plays. It just, you can have different saves, which that shouldn't surprise me. But Pokemon, which is the only game I had up until 10 minutes ago or whatever, is consistently known for not doing that. You know? Pokemon gives you one save and you fucking like it. Where? Oops, wrong thing. What, a grav trap or sea glide? I have a sea glide. I'm about to say, do I have a sea glide? I'm holding it. I'm literally have it in my hands right now. Do I have a sea glide? Okay. You know what? We're gonna... Yeah, this is something I wanted to do like 2 episodes ago, is just find a place to live. I want it to be somewhere flat, but somewhere with access to resources, because that's important to me. Alright, this is flat. There's pretty good resources here. And I think it's reasonably far away from the stalkers. Yeah, I think I can make something of this. What's this? Part of the laser cutter. Do I have the laser cutter? I did, okay. So, we're gonna pop this out right here. Because I want to build it right here.
Passing 100 meters.
It's fine.
Efficiency decreased.
It's fine. Ah, there we go, foundation. Oops. Ah, there we go, perfect. Fine, I'll breathe first.
Seconds.
I hear you. Oh, that's right, okay. One more. Oh, I'm out of titanium. That'll do it. Oh, that reminds me. Really? Fucking thorn thing. Oh. Of course it'd be my fucking Sea Glide that it turned off. Oh, that's a good source of titanium right there. Boom, now I can finish it. Oh, great job, Kyrix. Far away from the fucking creep vines, isn't it? So, yeah, in addition to today being off, I also have tomorrow off. And tomorrow I'm taking my mom and my aunt to Adventure Island for Mother's Day. Originally we were going to go today, which I'm kind of glad we did, and it gave me time to do shit. But the problem was, my cousin, my aunt's son, had an injury at work. And twisted his ankle or something like that. But since he's diabetic, you know, you have more prone to lingering injuries, especially in your feet. And his foot is very much in a very bad place right now, where odds are pretty good that if he does not get a surgery, which a lot of surgeons have flat out told him they can't perform, and he's going to see a specialist today, actually. I should call her and see how that went. Telling him whether or not, you know, we can do this surgery. And the doctor, from what I understand, was confident, but if he can't pull it off, my cousin's going to lose that foot. And I have a lot of issues with a lot of my family, but this cousin isn't one of them. He's abrasive and kind of a jerk, but he's a pretty decent person, you know. He's, especially recently, he's come through for me quite a bit when he didn't have to. When he wasn't even asked, mind you. Like, last year when I went to Adventure Island, I wanted to get some new sandals. So I'd ask my aunt for them, etc. And my cousin is the one who basically gave her the money to get them for me. So. Alright, now having this shit right next to my base is just flat out unacceptable.
It may be prudent to separate work and leisure spaces to maximize productivity. Treat this space as your home, but never forget that it is not.
So yeah, that hurt a lot. Oh look, there's that new battery I just did. So basically, she's like, okay, when's your next day off that we can go? And I'm like, the following day. So tomorrow, at around 8:30, she should be here to pick me up. We'll hopefully get there around 9:30, 9 o'clock. Scared the crap out of me. I heard a noise that I thought was something in the game until I realized it was coming out of my right ear. And I thought it was the dog, but she's to my left. It was the roommate. Apparently he's watching something on sports. He's watching him some sports ball. Alright, is this thing ready yet? Yes, it is. Yoink. Let me see this first. I need a quartz. Okay. 2 more quartz and a copper. Oh yeah, I need to actually use this and this. But there's my base. Alright, so that tiger plant is good, or is dead, as long as it doesn't respawn on me. Yeah, I hear ya, I just don't care. Don't care about you either. It's a beautiful thing about this game. When it comes to shallows here, as long as you're not being attacked by a Leviathan and you keep moving, you're safe. And this asshole here is just too stupid and uncoordinated to catch me. And the stalkers are, quite frankly, too indifferent to care. It's not so much they can't catch me, it's they don't give a shit enough to expend the effort, as it were. Yep, settling in for the long haul indeed. How right you are, game. Alright, is this close enough? Might be. Because they will set up little energy tethers. No, I don't have the pylons yet. Well, shit. Okay. I'll deal with it at another time. Oh, Conan updated again for reasons, I guess.
30 seconds.
I hear you. I don't care, though. Let's get in there and breathe.
Welcome aboard. Power restored.
Yeah, buddy.
All primary systems online.
Okay, now this right here is the whole reason I wanted this. The sole reason that I cared. And it's ruined. But that's okay. But yeah, the main reason is I want a place to build lockers. Because lockers are important and all. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some more titanium. Easy enough. This place is littered with parts that I can use for such things. I'm going to skip those for now, because those require processing that I'm not willing to go through right now. Ignore that soulless void over there. Just gonna find some discarded parts, and we're gonna use those. Man, there are a lot of goddamn tiger plants around here, and that distresses me. That means I gotta be careful where I'm swimming. There's a bite fish. There we go. This'll do. This'll do nicely. Also these. Well, no, we'll do those in a minute.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Oh, whoops. Okay. Just hold on.
30 seconds.
So yeah, basically the plan here is to set up multiple lockers.
Oxygen.
Each of which will hold something different, so I know, hey, I need titanium. Let's go to the titanium locker. Oh, there's some copper. I need the copper locker. Simple enough. Alrighty. Alright. That's the gold locker.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency.
Oh, that's a piece I need. It's not what I thought it was, but it is a piece I need. Oh. Oh, I was about to say, oh, that was all I needed, but no.
Data.
Still useful, though. Yes, I know, tigerfish.
Detecting increased
Tiger plant.
foreign bacteria levels in the water. Performing a self-scan is advised.
This can be the silver locker. And now we're getting somewhere. After long fucking last, we're getting somewhere. Man, those sand sharks sound a lot more ferocious than they actually are. Those things would be dangerous if they weren't so stupid. Yeah, but here we are, slowly, piece by piece, getting all the things we need. Nom. 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 Whoops. If I didn't know that was a stalker and know that it wasn't that dangerous to me, I'd have freaked out just from that sound alone. There are some really scary noises in this game. Once you know what's attached to them, not a lot to worry about. There's only a handful of things in this game that genuinely scare me. The Reaper and Sea Dragon Leviathans, the Crab Squids, and to an extent the Warpers, but only because they yank me around and put me in bad situations. The Warpers themselves have never struck me as being all that dangerous. Okay, that can stay there. This can be the lead locker. So far, so good. Well, let's go back and get the rest of my stuff then, shall we? See, this one's a bit dangerous, yeah. See, I sat still for that, and it still took them 2 shots to actually get me. I told you, they're fucking dumb. Well, that's 2 out of 3 parts for the scanner room, at least. And then we're gonna see about getting a grow bed. Once that's done, we're pretty much set. Because I can just make a bunch of marble melons, and those will provide me with food and water. And they grow pretty quickly, so we should be okay. First, I'm gonna need some more titanium. Pick this place clean. There's the base, at least. Oh, there's the rest of my scanning room. Wrong device.
New blueprint.
If I can find another fragment of something that I already have, including the scan room, I should be good.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm gonna go up, because I'm not gonna reach that in time otherwise. Just want to point out, this is the PlayStation Pro, or whatever the fuck it's called. The one that allegedly runs better. So, why am I still lagging when I breach the surface like that? That's what I want to know. Oh, there's some titanium. There is still more titanium. And the one time I fucking don't want copper ore. Because seriously, 9 times out of 10 you want copper. Because titanium, there's easier ways to get it than breaking bricks. The easiest way, of course, being to break bricks looking for copper. But no, seriously, nope, no more. Not wasting any more time on those if they're not gonna stick.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
the interior grow bed. Did I not? Oh my god. Damn it, that's purely decorational. Motherfucker. Oh well, it is what it is. I didn't realize I had silver. That's gold, not copper. This is gold. Or this is copper. Alright, get some more. This will be the fabric locker. No, the component locker. This will have all my components of shit. That counts as a component. And we're actually going to call it here. So I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.